What's up, y'all? It's your girl Adriana Hatch, and welcome back to another episode of Quit Talking Podcast, where we talk too much. I know that's right, y'all. Today we talking about something real exciting because we talking about online dating. I know a lot of y'all got y'all mans offline. Don't even play with me because you know the truth. Anyways, before I get into it, I have the honor and pleasure of introducing my first time having two special guests, y'all. The first person I would like to introduce is to my right, Mr. AJ. This guy is definitely a pillar in the community because he keeps everybody laughing. He got the jokes for days, y'all. If you ain't never seen the video, check him out on Twitter. You feel me? He's on there, okay? The next person all the way to my far right, we got bitches ProjectPoppa. Yeah, you already know what's up. This guy is definitely always in the community giving back. He's a major artist. He's known all over the United States. Also, he got his own clothing line. I mean, what more can you ask for? And he be shooting videos, okay? When I get back to the studio, I need him to record my Anyway, so y'all, let's get into it. We talking about online dating. I'm trying to be all up in y'all business. So, is that where y'all got your girlfriends from, or what's it?
I don't got it.
Look, I'm trying to tell on y'all.
No, for sure don't got no girlfriend.
Okay.
I for sure done fucked with online dating. So like, is we like, as far as like online dating, is that like social media, or are we talking about like dating apps too? Like,
okay, that's a good question. So let's define that. When I say online dating, I mean not just on a dating app. You don't got to be on Tinder or Twitter or whatever,
right.
whatever. I don't even know all the apps.
Any social platform.
Exactly, any social platform, right?
That's like an email.
So if
too,
you
like,
exactly,
you can email to hell.
you had a bitch email, you gonna start fucking with her? Like, come on now, what?
That's a platform.
I ain't never been on a dating app for sure. I for sure didn't knock shit off, like, you know, we all, you know.
I didn't got on the dating app and look like, you feel me? Like, I didn't went to a different Arizona. Like, I fuck around Arizona. Yeah, trying to see what it's looking like out there. Like, I feel me? If I'm about to go somewhere for 3-4 days, you feel me? And I'm to the neck. And
bro, we got Instagram for that.
Bro, don't be, you can't go on Instagram and be like,
who in
bro, my platform is out here. I'm like a Cali nigga. I'm a town nigga, bro. My platform out here. I for sure, what's the BLK app?
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
Come
I heard that. And they say you,
it's
black.
like a black.
Yeah, it is. Why y'all trying to act? They trying to act like they don't know about it. They know all the slogans and shit.
That shit might still be on my phone.
I'm dead. Okay, so you have got on a dating app before. You never been on a dating app. I've been on a dating app before. I've probably been on 2, but I just feel like that the dating app just don't work for me because it's so like by the book.
You've been
like,
on more than 2.
No, I haven't.
I've probably been on 2. If it was 2, you would have knew it was 2.
All right, 2 or 3. I don't know.
I'm a nigga that pay attention to detail. I pay attention to detail like a motherfucker.
Okay. I've probably been on about 3. Look,
all right.
Maybe even
But I mean, I just like it's too by the book. Like everything, what's your favorite color? Okay, we do all that stuff. Like when you meet somebody like on Instagram, like I feel like
you can
that's
swipe
more...
up on a motherfucking like Instagram story with a bitch with a fat ass and nigga, you in the dough. You feel me? Like you know, y'all have no conversation.
That's true.
Instagram kind of already be knowing because we be putting a lot of our information already out there. So I don't lie, like a lot of times, like a lot of our information out there so fast, like a lot of niggas been already kind of fuck bitches ain't fuck because bitches pit on the internet what they like already and shit too. Like, oh, I like when a nigga do this, I like when a nigga do that. But that's another subject. As far as the dating app, I ain't never had one. But Instagram and shit, I mean, I ain't never just had a bitch like, oh, this is my bitch and I only seen her on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's not really what I'm referring to when I say online dating. When I say it's like you meet somebody through that, like you never seen that person in real life. You feel me? Only in the virtual world on Instagram. And then you like, shit, what's up? You trying to link and you feel me? Do whatever. And then y'all go kick it. That's online dating, you know?
Where it's like people who, you feel me? It'll be somebody who live in Texas. You met through somebody or something. It's like, okay, we've been talking for so many days. All right, come on. Okay. You about to catch the flight type shit.
Exactly.
You said whatever.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I said fly you out. Ain't nothing wrong with flying somebody out. Oh, but while we talking about that.
Wait. No, see, I was talking about ain't nothing wrong with meeting somebody on Instagram.
It's not. But even the flying out thing, because y'all act like that just rubbed y'all the wrong way. On some real shit though, when you fly somebody out, I really want to know. If you fly a female out, that means you for sure got to get some pussy.
Yes.
What? So you just flying her out just to get some pussy, or you
no,
like,
I'm
not
flying
spending
her
my
out
money
to
on
see.
you?
I want to see you as a woman. You feel me? I want you to be you, but like it's like we about to get into it. You feel me? You're hella far, so we've been, you feel me? People are talking. That's a 9 out of 10. If you're talking to a grown person, sex is a conversation that's gonna be had.
So it's established.
You feel me? Yeah, it's gonna be established. So 9 out of 10, that's gonna be shit that we know talking about.
Okay.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with flying nobody out, but I mean, it really just depends on you, cause some people he might just really like the girl and be like, I'm not tripping off if I get nothing from her or not. I tell a lot of people too, it's a difference between like tricking and then like people doing shit on some just boss shit. When you tricking, you doing something to get something out of like, oh, I'm about to be doing this, trying to get some pussy. A boss nigga will buy a bitch something and be like, I don't give a fuck what she do after I buy the shit. I just did it because I wanted to do it, you know? So it's like kind of different. So some niggas that fly somebody out, they ain't tripping if she fuck or not, but a lot of people want to say like, nah, she gotta fuck, because a lot of niggas don't. They think like doing something and then not getting something is tricking. But it depends on what trick is. Like now, if you was doing it to get something and don't get nothing, it's like you was a trick ass nigga. But if you on some boss shit, a nigga don't give a fuck. Like I said, like a nigga that do something for her and she can go fuck somebody else the next day. That nigga ain't gonna give a fuck. He's like, I didn't do it for that. I did it because I wanted to do it.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. I definitely agree with both of y'all, because like even back to what you were saying with the whole, if we establish it ahead of time and then you come out there and you act like you ain't trying to do nothing, like we didn't talk about this, then it's like, yeah, it's a problem. And then
it's not, I wouldn't even call it a problem. It's just like, feel me, like time wasted. Feel me? Like, that's all it is. Like shit, I could have been flew somebody who really wanted to.
That's
get
a problem.
But it's people who really push that line to be like, no, I'm about to come tomorrow. I got work tomorrow. Make it happen. So, nah, for sure. I get what you're saying.
For surely. Okay, so let's get back to the online dating thing. So tell me, let's start with the worst online dating experience. And again, online dating just means meeting somebody on any type of social media platform. So what was your worst experience?
I'm trying to think.
All right, let me go first.
Yeah, that might be a little hard for me. I don't know.
It's cool. I'm gonna go first because I got one. So, okay. So I met this guy on. This was a real dating app though. This is a real dating app. It's called like Hinge or something like that. It's with an H. I don't know, something like that or whatever. My friend put me on. Okay, yeah, shout out to you. It didn't work out, but thank you for putting me on. So we was vibing or whatever, you know, the little school book, textbook stuff, talking back and forth. Got to know him. He said he was going to a game, a baseball game out in Frisco, the Giants or whatever. So I was like, okay, I ain't never been to one. I'll go or whatever. He come pick me up. We vibing, everything cool, but I'm talking about my kids, because they my life. I got kids, you feel me? That's what I'm talking about. My morning was rough. I'm just talking about it. So he listening, and then he like, oh, you got kids? I was like, yeah, I got kids. I got two. I've been talking about them the whole time. He like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I can't do kids. Like, I can't deal with nobody with kids. Mind you, you would think that it was way worse. The only reason it was bad to me, and I feel like it was my worst day ever, because I've never been like turned down and turned away. So this was an aha moment for me, because I'm like, damn, the nigga don't want me because I got kids. Like, mind you, I don't even know him. I don't care. It's like, I really was just trying to go out just to see what it was about. You feel me? I didn't think we gonna get married and run off in the sunset, but it was a little shock to my little heart. I'm like, what? He turning me down? So he was like, I don't know, just being like kind of rude about it. That's how I felt, right? So I was like, okay, well, honestly, because he was like, we could still go on a date, you feel me? But after this, I was like, honestly, we could turn around now, because I'm going to talk about my kids probably 10 more times after this. And if that's going to irritate you, then we just need to cut it short or whatever. So he was like, all right, that's cool. And I just kept talking regularly, because I'm a talker, you feel me, until we went back. We turned around, because I'm not about to sit here and just act like I ain't got kids, and most of my stories probably going to be about that. You feel me? Like, and I don't want to be around nobody who don't want to be around nobody who got kids, because I got kids.
At the end, it's like if y'all end up establishing something, they gotta.
But you even like, you feel me? You grown, you should already know. Kids, when people have kids, whether you and your kids, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
You gotta
kids, you have to be able to understand that dealing with a person, it don't make a difference. You feel me? So that's Boosie on his behalf. He a Boosie nigga for that.
But
should have been able.
I don't lie. Only reason why I'm respecting.
I respect
because the next nigga probably wouldn't have said nothing, went to that game, led you on,
tried
to fuck you, didn't do whatever, and knew.
Exactly.
He let that shit be known and said, we could just turn this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Feel me? And did that. So I respect it for that. Because a lot of niggas don't keep it 100.
I do too. I mean, it did hurt my heart a little bit, but I respected it because, like, at least you being honest, at least you being straight up. Because people be scared to be straight up. They be like, damn, I don't want to. Like, sometimes we gotta also stop worrying about what other people gonna feel like. You feel me? And say, well, because that's his truth.
It was better
I don't want to fuck with nobody with kids. Them bad ass kids probably all my face. I ain't even got no kids. Shit, what the fuck I want to be your stepdaddy for? You know what I mean? So I feel that. But that was mine.
It would have hurt more later though.
It would have.
Like if he wouldn't have said nothing and y'all did
hella
extra shit, then he probably would have been like, I don't lie. Well, you didn't been like, well, why you didn't been tell me? That's another thing too. We always say, why you didn't been tell me? When somebody tell us something, it'd be like, instead of us being like, all right, you kept it 100, we still be kind of like, what the fuck?
But yeah, that's definitely a fact. People really be getting hella mad, like if you tell them straight up, or they just feel offended. It ain't even just that they hella mad; they just get offended, and it's like, how you getting offended off of something that's my truth? You know what I'm saying? So we kind of like need to back off of that as a community. You feel me? Just like let people speak their truth, accept it for what it is, and move on. You feel me?
No, I think that's because we be blind to what's really be in front of us. Though. You feel me? Like we don't really be paying attention. Like he probably wasn't necessarily paying attention to what kind of person you are. You feel me? He might have just been like going based off looks or something like that. So
I got a question. Go ahead. Go ahead. So on the dating app, right? Don't y'all got a bio?
You do.
Don't y'all put information on there?
Yeah, but
why you didn't put mommy or two on there or something or whatever?
Well, okay, so this is my thing with that type of stuff. I don't really like to include my kids. Me personally, I will feel the person. I'm not like secretive or hiding my kids.
But it's not. So you don't want to hella publicly out there.
I don't like people in my business when it comes to my kids really that much. But also another thing is when I'm dating, I don't date to. Maybe he was dating to be in a relationship. Right. I wasn't. I was dating to go out, have fun, have a good time. Yeah. He was never gonna meet my kids. I mean, if it got to that level, which it could have, because you never know. 5 minutes with somebody could lead to 5 years. All right. But at the end of the day, like I wasn't planning on being his woman or his wife or like that. I just was trying to go out and have fun. I probably had another date the next day with another person.
I got piggyback on that then. How many people can you date at once?
Can I?
No, I'm just saying, like, what's because dating is.
It's no match.
It's not a. It's when it comes to dating,
why do people make it a problem? Like, if I go to lunch with a female tomorrow and then I take one to a female, if I take one female to dinner the same night, like, why would that be a problem?
It's not a problem. It's just that people have this misconception about, like, what dating means. A lot of people are dating to be in relationships. And you have to clarify that and give your intentions in the beginning. I'm not dating to be in a relationship right now. You feel me? Like, as I've gotten older, I've learned that when I'm dating, I have to be more intentional. Right. I go out and tell people on the first day, you feel me? What's your intentions? What are you doing right now? Are you seeing other people? What's going on? Because not to be in your business, because I want to know what you're doing. Are we on the same page? You feel me? Because right now, I'm not trying to be a woman. I want to be took out, want to have fun, be courted, have a good time. If you're looking for somebody who's in a relationship, I'm not the one for you.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. And that's good that you even doing that because a lot of women, they don't do that. And then they don't even be willing to accept when a nigga just be like, hey, this what I'm on with you, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, whatever it is. But no, that's real shit for sure.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know. I feel like shit. I'm gonna say, fuck them all.
You know, I'm fucked up, nigga. That's why I'm like, I'm sure this part right there. Nigga.
I'm following with this shit. She with the shit.
Hey, Mom. Shout out to Mom.
She about to be rolling.
Nigga for real, bro. Like, she really like.
I don't blame her though, because honestly, like, you gotta start somewhere, and it really started at home with knowing, like, sometimes it really is fucking all, especially when you young. Your mama telling you right, because when you young, you're not worried about getting settled down. A motherfucker make you feel like you a bad person because you're trying to do you or live your life. Right. You don't have to be on the same thing somebody else is on. But what you do gotta do is be real about what you are. You can't be out here faking the phone.
For sure. I don't lie. I like when you say you ain't got to be on with everybody else on too, because when it comes to the age thing, like people always be like, when certain people start getting older or whatever, oh, you got to have a kid, you got to do this. You don't have to do shit. A lot of people, they force themselves to do shit because they start getting older and end up in these fucked up ass situations. Now they, I gotta have a kid now, so let me just have a kid by this bitch or this nigga because I'm touching this age. No, fuck, so you can end up like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Yeah, it's like you gotta do what's best for you. And that's why they be telling everybody like, have a baby, motherfucker. What? You ain't even the person I should be taking advice from. Like, like.
I was the wrong motherfuckers giving the right advice.
For sure, that's out. Nah, you gotta just do what's best for you, for sure.
So let's kind of like go down this little rabbit hole, because y'all was talking about like what you were saying, AJ, like dating this person, dating that person, and why it gotta be bad or whatever. So I want to talk about also with dating, like on these online apps. Are you always like having sex with these people when you go? I'm not you specifically, but like just in general. Are people? Do you find people are mainly like going on date in the morning, date in the evening, date at night, and they fucking on these people, or are they just?
It just kind of depends on the person. I mean, you kind of, you feel me? I read vibes. You feel me? I'm a people person, so I read energy and vibes. So I can kind of tell if like a motherfucker got some extra shit going on the side, or if you just certain shit you gonna say, like keywords just gonna trigger me, like, oh yeah, nah, bitch, what? Like, you feel me? Oh yeah, I'm about a bag. Like, that's gonna trigger me when you about a bag with no job. You feel me? I'm gonna be thinking about what you doing. Like, it's only so much shit you can be about a bag about. You feel me? So I pay attention. Yeah, like, you feel me? I pay attention to certain shit like that. So it just, I don't know. I can't say what people be doing.
Yeah, because it really just depends on the person. Like
that's all it is.
Because some people, I know people who not about to fuck multiple people on the same day. Like, you know, like. It's just like, nah, like, I ain't finna do that. Because that's just, you just risking it.
Exactly.
And then some people, they don't give a fuck. I know people who don't give a fuck if they get something to somebody.
I know both.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, motherfuckers like, I don't give a fuck.
And that's why I be so scared. I'm like,
no, for sure. For sure. Especially these days, it's real tricky. It's real tricky. But
we looking like Atlanta right now with these numbers. Like,
and you know, no, for real. You know what's crazy? I was just talking to somebody. Who did I talk to? It don't matter. I was talking to somebody about the fact that literally, like, the whole hoeing scene or whatever, like, is going downhill. Why? Because now niggas don't gotta pay to fuck. Anybody is gonna be ready to fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like, why am I going to the hostros to pay some money? You feel me, to get some pussy with? When all I gotta do is hop on a bitch on Instagram. For sure. You know,
I don't lie. It is hella easy to fuck people right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's been like that for years though. Like, it ain't. Now it's just getting worse.
Way easier. That shit is that shit is ridiculous, right?
I'm with you, but I'm about to get you right.
And it ain't just, it's both. Like, we ain't gonna make it one-sided.
Niggas for sure be easy. Don't get me wrong. Like, nigga, I done had an easy moment or two. Or 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe.
This is the narcissism about men, okay?
No,
men been easy first, but they throw it on us. You hella easy to fuck.
Because women downplay everything. That be the issue.
Women nigga let it be known like, yep, I don't care.
I'm a nigga who really don't care.
But you and your sister,
absolutely. But you have women who would sit here and do the same thing and sit here like they're just guys.
Women,
queens.
they big on like having their name hella clean.
Well,
like,
that goes back to the double standard though. Let's be real.
But that's something that's been around that's not going to
women have a badass double standard, especially right now.
What?
That Twitter oh my god.
Ooh, don't get me started.
Oh my god. They be like, it just seems like they just want niggas to just obey every fucking rule when it comes to them. It's like,
okay. So y'all, now, let's get into a little bit about, you know, how when you dating online and then you start really messing with somebody, you feel me? Like, so if you really messing with this person, like, do you keep doing your whole little, like, dating outside of them and you feel me, like, messing around or whatever, or you stick to that person and see what it does?
if that person got you occupied,
it depends. Then if motherfucker really got to catch my attention. Like, you would have to really be somebody who I like. Everybody know what they like. You feel me? So you would have to really be a person for me to be like, oh yeah. If you somebody like on your shit, you feel, I know what I like. So on your shit, this and that, taking your business, handling your business. I'm gonna fuck if you booked every day of the week doing something. I need you to be busy. I need you to be occupied. I'm not sitting on the phone with you all day. We're not doing that. But I need to know, one, your priorities are straight, and two, you just taking care of life. You feel me? So that's just really all it is for real. Like I know. You feel me? And then at that point, if you occupied, I'm always occupied. You feel me? So I know I be booked and busy and this and that, 2 jobs, hella shit. So I know I'm gonna, but if a nigga gonna make time, I'm gonna make time to squeeze you in and all the shit. Like, if I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you. Like, it just all depends on, feel me, how that person goes.
You know what really get on my nerves about people is you just trigger something that made me think of it. Like, on social media, they'll seem like they got everything together. They priority straight, everything good. And then you start going out with them or hanging out with them.
It'd be a totally different
thing.
That's because social media, you can be who you want to be. As long as it's like that image is look right, like the clothes, the background, whatever, the caption, then and people believe anything.
I'm about to say, people want to hype it up. I can put on some fake shoes right now. Nobody will know because it's me. It's not because of what I got on. It's because who I am. This nigga AJ didn't went and bought a $1,000 pair of shoes, but fake as fuck. But because of who I am and how people know me, oh, he always saucy, fitted, this and that. Like, that's a problem.
I can't fuck with no bitch who live for social media in general. Because I got morals. I'm really like a person that, and people who really know me really vouch for that. Like, I'm not just saying it. Like, I just stand on morals. Because even like me being who I am, like a lot of times when people meet me, like even if it's like a fan, I got a lot of supporters or fans who then turned into family. Because when they meet me, they be like, oh, I thought you would have been just hella like stuck up or hella mean and da. Like nah, I'm just, because I don't look at it like that. And I've been getting attention. Like, attention to me is not new. I've been getting attention since I was a kid, like elementary school, like for real. So, and then I just don't. When I first started rapping, is when I first kind of like really like talking more. because I didn't want to be known as the person like, oh, I met him and he was just. Before that, I didn't really talk a lot. I still don't like talking a lot unless I really know somebody and I'm hella goofy. I really got two moves. I'm really gonna be hella goofy, or I'm gonna be hella serious. Yeah. And like people who know me, they really know. Like I have days where like he don't want to talk. Like just leave him alone. Like little shit like that.
Oh well, fuck! I'm gonna bother the fuck out of this nigga. We be there about to fight. Like we be hella mad. Like I be on bullshit.
But to go back to the question, if you meet somebody on Instagram and you like really start fucking with them, I mean. It just depends on what y'all both got going on. Y'all got to talk about that. Like, all right, look, this was going on. You got to cut who you cut off, or this is my boundaries. What you got going on, little shit like that. But you got to just know what you. A lot of people got to know what they like. We coming to a point like you have to know what you like. If you know you don't like an outside person and you meet somebody outside, just know it's a possibility they're going to keep going outside. Yeah, or if y'all get into that one little argument, they'll go outside and that'll make shit keep going. Yeah. So it's like I had to learn that too. Like I don't like outside bitches. I'm not an outside nigga. You feel me? I go outside sometimes. Like if we throwing something, I do it. I don't really go out all the time. Like like people barely gonna see me. Like you, people know where. If you want to see me, you know where you got to come to. You know what I mean? But you ain't going to just see me like in the club doing this, doing that. So I really have the rights to say I don't want an outside bitch. Yeah. Not saying you have to stay in the house. Like you can go do other shit. Like, but if you just at the club just every fuck like time, hell no. Cause then it's like how shit is now. You kind of you risking something because shit happens. It's life. Like shit happens. Like for sure. And then you getting drunk every day. So Go ahead.
Piggyback on that. People misconstrue the outside scene too. Yeah. Me, like, I don't go to club. You feel me? Like, I pop out of a club every so often. I had stopped. I was going and I stopped just because it's boring. But me, like, when I'm outside, I could be going to the bowling alley. You feel me? I could be going to. I went whale watching yesterday.
Like that's different.
I just be doing shit. But that's me outside. That's my outside. I get 50 people when we go to Rockin'. Yeah. That's just how I am though. You feel me? Like I ain't really necessarily fucking with no club. It's just. But like people, everybody terms is different. You feel me? I don't really fuck with the club and shit like that. No way. You feel me? Like,
so you saying you're not going outside to be seen? How people go outside?
Nah, I'm going to have fun.
And that's what I mean by that. Like, I'm not about to fuck with a girl who going outside to be seen. Just to be seen. Because if I'm going outside, I'm just going outside because I want to go outside. Right. But I don't really go outside like that. So it's like I said, like I'm not. It's not like I'm a nigga who go outside and like, oh bitch, you can't be outside. You can't. You feel me? But then the girl gonna be like, well, nigga, you go outside. Like. I'm perfectly fine with just chilling with whoever I'm fucking with because I already don't like being around hella people. I don't really, not to say I don't like people, but like they know how, like I don't, I just don't like being around hella people unless it's really my people. Like I've just always been like that too, so I don't really care to.
Because the world we live in, like, you don't get to really feel safe. You feel me? Like, when you with your people, you feel more safe. Even though you still gonna have that behind your mind.
Because you can monitor everything when it's just your people. You kind of know what's going on and shit. Yeah, for sure.
And in the world today, like, everything just feels so unsafe. Like, even with the whole simple fact of, like, dating online, it still feel unsafe because you don't know who you linking up with. You don't know what they about to say, what they about to do. Motherfuckers set people up all the time, you feel me? So it just be that little edgy thing, you feel me? Like, I done met up with somebody before and, like, somebody walked past the car and he, like, pull this shit out. I'm like, you got some shit going on, nigga. You tell me.
You gotta be on that shit for sure. Like everything is just too, just like you see how when I got the car, you sick. I'm like, nah, I don't know who live over here. You feel me? Because it's like you always just. That's the first thing we did when we pulled in. We like, this look like somewhere where niggas think they under that. So it's like you always gotta be 10 steps ahead. Like at all times.
You gotta think about it too. Like how we thinking. 5 other niggas here thinking
like that too.
Way, you know what I mean? Not everybody's gonna think smart, but then you got
and then we got to be extra careful because it's like at the end of the day we coming to your shit. So I would rather be more careful, because we coming to your shit. So it's like we want to be respectful. Like we don't want to, for sure.
At first I'm like, I don't like people.
Nah.
I know, we still trying to figure shit out, so whatever. But
for sure. Nah, for sure. We gonna always be respectful for sure.
Okay. Thirsty.
They gonna always be respectful for sure. Just cause we just, shit can go left at any time. And I'm not about to let somebody do something to me, so I'd rather avoid it, especially if I'm dealing with somebody else shit, because I'm not gonna just let somebody do something to me. So I'd rather just be careful. For sure not. That's why I had that. Cause like another nigga, he got hella shit going on. He'll bounce out your shit, mask off, hella shit. The nigga is seeing. I'm thinking, all right, somebody might be at their cousin's house. They looking out the window. Oh, I just seen Pop. He in this car. I'm telling you, I'm
lasting.
I'm lasting, nigga.
I remember social so he was like, 2 niggas popped up. This nigga's talking about
for real, I'm telling you, gotta think of like the way like how he said, like, we not the only niggas. I done been in situations to where I done seen somebody by looking out a window. Yeah. Oh, this nigga stay up over here or somebody up over here. It's that easy. It's that simple and it's that easy, and that's why a lot of people be getting checked out because they're not thinking. They always thinking like that ain't gonna happen. Don't nobody live over here. We in wherever we at. Don't nobody no. You never know. It's the way the world is now.
Spots, like,
everybody is able to be with the shit. Yeah. So now you have to really watch yourself everywhere you go because, like how I just told you, little cuz live around the corner. Yeah. You feel me? Somebody else could have been going to where he live at, not knowing that's my little cousin. I could have been over there that day. Yeah. So I'm always thinking like that at like all times. Like I'm not gonna never put my guard down. I don't give a fuck if I'm in fucking Timbuktu. I'm gonna think a nigga around this motherfucker.
But you wanna know something that's important about that? This might shift the conversation a little bit, but you're a black man in America. Y'all are black men in America. Yeah. No matter where you live at.
Nigga, why your shit ain't on silent?
You can live in
that's family.
You can live in the most safest city, whatever the case may be. Being a black man, you feel me? You always gotta keep your head on the swivel because motherfuckers really don't fuck with us how they say they do. You know what I'm saying? And everybody think it's cool to be black until they have to be that.
Yeah, until they gotta deal with deal what we gotta deal with. And it's like, cause being black, we gotta deal with the police shit, the nigga shit, just hella extra shit. And then it was crazy too, cause we getting off, but I don't lie, we having a conversation. No, for sure. When I went to Africa, they was calling me, like, a lot of people out there was calling me white man, white boy, little shit like that, because and because of my skin color and shit like that. But it's an interview on YouTube because I had brought my camera and I was talking to the dude and him like why they be calling me, and he was kind of telling me, and I'm telling him like, y'all calling me something that when I go back home, the same people y'all calling me, they'll fuck around and kill me. You feel me? He like, what? But when we went to Africa, this was around the time, I don't remember the little boy name, but he had like knocked on the wrong door. And then the white dude had shot him. And I showed it to him. I'm like, nigga, this just happened like back in America. He like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I could leave y'all right now, go home and get killed by a white person. You feel me? I'm like, nigga, I'm black. You feel me? But they didn't really I'm pretty sure some do, but most of them, like, it was this old lady. She probably like 80 or 90 when we was doing the video. She was saying something. I'm like, what the fuck she just said? It was like, she just called you, look at the white boy, like, woo, like little shit like that. But people don't be understanding what we got to go through, and they didn't understand that shit too. Because when I told him, he was just like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." Yeah. They ain't even understand because when we went out there, we was in Ghana. Ghana is like one of the safest places in West Africa. So when we was talking about like, they was like, they'll watch like videos and they'll be like, "Oh, the guns, we just thought that was for videos." And I'm like, "No, nigga, like this shit serious out there. Like, you feel me?" He like, for real. I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I can call somebody right now on FaceTime because the time difference was like 7 hours. I'm like, 9 times out of 10. Like, I can have them show you something right now. He like, I'm like, I'm telling you, bro, like that shit. I'm like, when I leave here, like, I got to deal with something totally different. Yeah. You feel me? Like little shit like that. But they didn't understand that because that specific part of Africa is like, of course they got pickpocketers, and, regular simple shit, but it ain't really. But the everyday shit that we going through. But they going through like the money situation for sure. Yeah. But when it come to like killing and shit, Ghana, nah, like they ain't really dealing with that. Hell nah. But it's some parts in Africa for sure that ain't. You don't need to be walking around in that motherfucking shit. Cause it's like other parts that got like guns and shit. And people don't understand. You gotta think when we was growing up, when they showed us what Africa was on TV, we thought the whole Africa was that, and it's not that. Like West, East, South is totally different. Yeah, two different, like where I was at, that shit don't even got all that shit. That ain't there. That's like East and South, two different things. Like culture is different. Like all that shit is kind of different. And even when I was out there, like even like seeing grown people ask me like, what the fuck? Because you can still tell we still blind to what they were showing us on the TV and shit like that. Like they got hella shit, like they clubs, them motherfuckers clean as fuck, like got pools in the middle of the raw shit, like shit they'll never show us. But you got to think like if they would have been showing us that type of shit back then, that would have had a lot of us like, I'm trying to go, I need to go back home. Exactly. but they didn't want to show us that. They showed us what they wanted to show us.
Yeah, they all the commercials. Growing up, you remember all the commercial with the
fly,
exactly, the fly.
But don't get me wrong, it's there for sure.
That's all they're using for propaganda because they want us to feel like, oh, we should be shipping money out there, not shipping ourselves out there to visit our homeland.
That's good. I say with that though, it started in school. You feel me? Like we'll see an African really from the home. He's an African booty scratcher. You feel me? Like for sure. That's we normalize that shit, so it go hand in hand, like go both ways.
Yeah, that shit was. I don't lie, y'all gotta go. That shit was different. I don't
lie.
That shit was different. Oh, we seen that too. We went to the castles and shit too. So we got to, see all that shit and all the whole little shit. Yeah, that shit was. I don't lie. You got to go back and see that because it's like an experience that you can't really explain it. You just have to go and see it.
Yeah, I was supposed to be going this year in July with some of my friends, but some unfortunate circumstances happened, so we probably gonna be going next year. But I definitely want to go.
Do it for real, for real. Like you gonna see that shit and be like, what the fuck? Like that shit raw. I don't lie. That shit raw. Yeah. I'll move out there too. Like I'll move out there.
My cousin who delivered my kids, I had my kids here in this building. Actually, both of them. I didn't go to the hospital.
That's tight.
She's a midwife. It's my blood cousin. Shout out to Sumi's Touch.
Shout out to her.
She delivered both my kids at home, and she's one person who been to Africa every year for the last 10 years, and she's been telling me we gotta go.
Yeah, and I understand why she do it, cause I swear I might go back in November, cause I'm finna do a song with somebody and we're gonna shoot the video and shit. That's what's up. I might go back. I got a lot of connections out there too. Like I don't lie, people out there really fuck with me. Like they be calling me on WhatsApp still and hella shit.
So look out for that video because it's coming soon.
Oh yeah, I don't lie, that motherfucker it's a turned up song too. We gonna be fired up.
Okay. I picked them from the vineyard myself. I have to specific one. Okay, y'all. So look. I also want to talk about. Okay, let's get a little bit back to the dating. Okay, we got on some serious shit, y'all.
We having real combos.
Yeah, we getting deep. But anyways, I want to talk about. Okay, so when you meet somebody online and then you take them out, what are y'all doing? What are you doing?
I like bowling and going to the movies, but the movies ain't a good first date because y'all not really talking and shit like that. But I like being under. I don't really like
first step. We gonna eat. We going to eat.
This nigga love food.
I need to know how you eat. You have manners and shit, table etiquette. How are you as a woman? You feel me? I got you.
So she can't finish her plate because I do not like Instagram. Bitch finish her plate. She got to go home.
She can't finish before me.
That's dumb. I don't lie. That's so dumb. Huh? She can't finish before you.
We both got T-bone steak.
No, my only thing with eating is smacking. I don't like when people be smacking. Even sometimes when my mama smacks sometime, I ain't gonna say nothing. In my head, I be like, I know goddamn well you ain't.
You gotta realize though, smacking that's something people built over time like that. And when they in that would
y'all would know my daddy say he be like that make the food taste better.
No, the fuck it don't.
Yeah. I can't taste my food if I'm over there.
You know it's crazy. That's probably really what it is for him because I eat hella slow, hella silent. Yeah, because even people
eat hella particular.
Niggas be like he over there eating like a little ass girl.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I be like, bro.
Chicken strip, put my sauce boom, pick my sauce back up, have a fry. Nigga, eat your food. I'm gonna have crumbs all over my shit.
The only time I'm really smacking some shit, not smacking, but really just I gotta really be hella hungry, and I'm just I don't give a fuck. It done been times to where I'm hella hungry, and I'm outside or around people. I'm like, bro, I wish I was in the fucking house right now, because I'd be really going crazy on this shit.
Nah, but first date, meet somebody off a dating app, or social media apps, whatever. We going to eat for sure, and then I'm gonna take you where I like to do fun because I like to do a lot of shit. You feel me? So, like I said, movies. We ain't even had no good movies down the past for a year. You feel me? But I'm gonna take you. Bowling is what we fuck with for sure. Bowling. You might actually want to fuck with it. I got a bowling ball in my trunk. I get there and fuck with it. Yeah, I fuck with it. Bowling ball and shoes.
I ain't getting my shit.
He
gonna be in there. He gonna be in there doing Brian the hell and shit. He gonna be in there acting an ass,
I fuck with it though. Bowling, like I said, I'll go to rocking something, go-kart and shit like that. Six Flags or something and I don't have a problem paying. You feel me?
No, for
first
sure.
date's always on me.
For sure.
So the second time we link up or whatever, I need to see, okay, I'm gonna fall back and see what you really about. You feel me? You might get faked out on that first date. And that's something, okay, that's what, but I pay attention to shit. shit like that too. So
yeah,
that is. I've been hearing that's a thing for men too, because like I went on a date with somebody one time and he was like, he got us some drinks or whatever, and then next time I wanted another drink, so I just walked we was doing darts or something like that somewhere at a bar, and I just walked and got us another drink or whatever, and he was like, bruh, I ain't never had no female like buy me no drinks ever. And I was like, are you serious? Like, what do you mean? And he just was so shocked.
It goes back to when I said the Twitter shit, like women be acting like niggas just supposed to do all this, and they don't supposed to do shit, like nothing. Like that it don't make sense, bro. Yeah. It don't make sense. And then they be like, oh, nigga gotta buy me this, do this, do this. It's like you can't even buy yourself that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that shit don't even make sense. But by you doing that put a lot of points on the for sure. Because even like women who will offer like, oh, I'm about to, like, let me, that'll make a nigga do more. Like, oh yeah, all right, like you feel me? Like I'm gonna do way more for her. Yeah, for sure. But the first date always for sure gonna be on me for sure. Even if whatever, like, but I ain't never really dealt with somebody to where it's like, oh nigga, you gotta. That's out. We cutting that. I know how to read people too good for that anyway. Like anybody I even like, whether it's like serious or whatever. Like they for sure, they buying shit, paying for shit, like, and I even don't know,
it's the type of person you are too. The type of person I am. Like I can post something, and motherfucker be like, oh, let me get you, feel me? But that's just because of how people fuck with me. It ain't necessarily. And when it's somebody who ain't had no correlation, you feel me? Ain't made what you gonna know. It's just how people fuck with you. So
some people are givers and some people are takers.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
But also at the same time, I feel like social media have made it to where women feel like you have to have a man who's tricking on.
That's because they watching niggas with money, bitch. I don't got it. Feel me? So I'm gonna give you what I got.
They watching it from niggas who got like you know what I mean?
They might not even have that. It just they got the look.
Yeah.
You getting a 10-second flash of what people posting on social media. You feel me? So it look good. Everything look good. Nobody's posting their failures. Nobody's posting when they falling off. Nobody's posting when they doing bad. Everybody's posting when they doing good. And even saving shit for later for when they are doing bad, so they still got material to put out. You feel me? Like people have got it so good with that shit that it's like women feel like if I'm not fucking with a nigga who doing all these things that everybody else ain't doing for them, then I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
A lot of women scared to build with niggas because a lot of women. I ain't gonna say a lot of women. No, I was gonna say a lot of women don't got hustle, but a lot of women do. A lot of these women got down. A lot
of men.
Yeah, for sure. Don't. A lot of these women, I don't lie. They got it. Like a lot of them, they got it. But the ones who don't got it, they use that nigga gotta do this for me because she ain't got no hustle.
Exactly.
You can't pay for the drinks. Exactly. You not being able to pay for the drinks, you gonna use that. Oh, a nigga gotta do this as an excuse, so you don't have to do nothing. You know what I mean? And then like with me. If a motherfucker want to fuck with me, you got to come correct anyway. Because women do shit for me. But it really be because they see I do shit for people too. Like, you know, like, it done been women who do shit for me like, nah, like, I'm going to do this for you because, like, you need to take time for yourself. Like, you be doing this for the kids. You doing this for your people. You doing that. It's not me boasting like, oh, yeah, bitches do. Nah, like, but on some real shit, like, if you really want to, it's none of that coming over here or a nigga. No, it ain't none of that because nah, like women really like for sure. Like I got it like that. And it's but the thing is too, women that do for me, I do for them. Like even like family and hella shit, like I can go down the whole list. They see it like a whole list of women. They know if I got it and I like and they call me, one thing I am gonna do, and they'll tell you, like if it's a family member, the first thing I'm gonna do, you better call that nigga. What you asking me for? You fucking this nigga, ask him. And they'll tell you. For sure. At the minimum. If you ask me to do this, that nigga should be able to. You feel me? I swear to God.
And if he say no, I better not see you that nigga ever
for sure.
Again.
I'm saying I didn't say that to him. Like they see this shit and they tell you like I done said it. They be like, damn, but not like just ask. She be like, oh, I didn't ask. Ask him. Then she'll fuck around and ask him. He'll do it. Look, you didn't even ask. Exactly. I should have been your last resort because you know I'm gonna do it. Right. You know, but don't just come to me because you know I'm gonna do it. Just see what's up with that because. End of the day, I'm not gonna ask a family member or a certain person I'm close to first. I'm gonna ask one of these bitches I'm dealing with. If I'm giving you dick or whatever the fuck, I should be able to ask you for something. You know what I mean? And if I can't, I mean, if you don't got it, that's understandable. But it's like if you just ain't doing nothing for me, it's like what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean?
And that's free game right there. That's a real free game.
That's gonna go over their head. They don't want
because they stupid. They gonna go right back to watching it.
You know what? I really want to speak to that though, because as a woman, I will say there has been times where I needed something and I didn't ask the man who I've been fucking. Yeah. It has been times. So I'm not saying like I've never
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It has been times to do that, and it's because you don't want to feel like a burden when it's like, why should you even put yourself in a place where you feel like you would feel like a burden when you're giving him your body, you're giving him your time, you're giving him your energy. Yeah. The least thing he could do is like help you out with something. If you it ain't like you like, oh, I want these Louis glasses from the store. No, if you need your oil changed and he know how to change oil, nigga, come change my oil. Oh yeah,
now that type of shit, that's different.
All right, yeah. So I want to get into this whole toxic train, like how toxicity is just a trend right now. And what do y'all think about that? Like, y'all feel like if somebody is more toxic, I mean, they love you more, or like, what is it?
That shit not cute.
That shit for the birds. Mm-hmm. It's draining. It's time consuming, and you feel me? That's just not what you feel me? And it just all depends on how toxic shit go. You feel me? It could just be a motherfucker who just call your phone, and you feel me, or a motherfucker who'll come and bust your windows off. Like it's levels to the toxicity, but either way it go, it's draining. I don't want to look at my phone and see 90 missed calls from no caller ID. You feel me? That's pointless. You feel me? Then that's why my silent unknown callers on now. Your calls not even coming through. Is what you don't know, but. You sitting here trying to prove a point, and you trying to fake like you. No, it's not worth it. Like it's always another person out there. When people fail to realize, I think that's what people go to sleep at. You know?
No, for sure,
It's cool until it's not no more. And it's like shit when it's not. It's like, all right, how do I get away from this shit? Yeah. People just don't know, but I feel like a lot of that shit too be kid shit. People still living in a kid mindset too. Like, but then you have adults who have their shit together still in the kid mindset too. So it's like, is it the kid shit or is it just motherfuckers never grew up?
Yeah.
So. It just always goes back to the internet though, because the internet be normalizing shit. And you know they got all these toxic posts and memes and shit like that, so it just makes people think like it's cool. Shit like that. Like you said, it's levels, you know? So it's like that high level shit, that shit ain't cool. It's draining, like you said, that shit draining. That shit is stressing motherfucker out.
Yeah.
All that kind of shit. That shit really not cool. And a lot of girls think that shit cute as fuck. Like even also, like that, I'm just a girl shit. Like that shit ain't cool.
A lot of women like they feel to realize they'll lose a lot of good men to kids. You feel me? Like bullshit. You bullshitting right now is what you don't know. Like it's if I need a break, you feel me? Give me a break, but you would lose a nigga who's willing to go above and beyond. You feel me? And really set some high bars for you because you want to see him be on top of shit. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same with men too, though. Like, well, I can give the other perspective too, but I just feel like with men too, like they'll blow your phone up, they'll do some toxic shit, they'll be cussing you out, calling your name, doing all this stuff, showing up at your house hella late, and it's like love doesn't look like you hurting me.
I done been there before for sure, but that's why it just you gotta just grow and just understand like. I don't want to deal with that shit, so why am I calling this girl out her fucking name and shit shit like that? Especially if it's somebody who really showing you like you don't even need to be, you know, like why?
From a man perspective, I don't know. It's a lot of shit that I see. Like, I got a lot of homegirls who tell me shit about their niggas and shit. It's like, how can niggas really call themselves men doing shit like it's no shit? No man, I'm saying it on camera. Shit, no man be busting no windows out no female car.
Right.
You can't call yourself
I ain't been there. I ain't been there. But like, I was doing some verbally shit, which ain't cool.
I pop up, but busting the windows out of a female car and you taking her keys and leaving and shit like you can't call yourself a man doing no shit like that. Like,
their mentality is at that boy level.
Yeah, like that's. I ain't even about to say what it is, but that ain't even no. Yeah, that's like you a mark.
We take shit harder than women. I don't lie. When a girl do something else, we take that shit bad.
No, for sure.
For sure.
But that's because women be serious though. Like we'll do some shit, we'll be playing still. Women are really, but no, for real, like
playing all the damn time.
Women are really set the fucking like, oh, you really want to go do this, bitch? Like I'm about to choke slam you, like damn it, and this why niggas be tripping because like we'll sit here and you'll be like, all right, I'm about to go fuck this nigga, I'm about to go fuck this nigga, I'm about to go fuck this nigga, and then you really go fuck with that nigga.
But it's crazy because we be having like we have somebody who ain't doing nothing, we always think they not finna do something, and then when they go do it, we be like, oh, this bitch really just did that shit, but they be coming to a point.
That's his favorite thing.
Also, women, we in our head let go of shit first. Like we'll still be physically fucking with a person. I'm not just talking about sex, but like being there for you, all that type of shit. In our head, we just calculate and put all stuff together, and it take us to get to that last point. We like, no,
and
fuck this. And then to the man, it seemed like you're just doing this out of nowhere. It's not out of nowhere. We literally been thinking about this stuff the whole time. You feel me? And really just relishing on it.
I be trying to figure out why it take women so long though. It'll be like why like I never
because they be I feel like they really be just like hey, this nigga gonna get it together. Like that's just that's just what it is for sure.
Like a double-edged sword because it's like you can meet a man who really got good potential and can get out of that. You feel me? Out of that mindset and can grow. But then there's a lot of men who are not going to, and we don't know how to decipher who's the one who's going to actually come out of that and make his go to his full potential, and who actually really just plan on his shit. Because it really is about men and women, how they believe in themselves. You can believe in somebody 100% or 110%, but if they don't see what you see in them, they're never going to reach their full potential. And we have to start realizing that as people, like, this motherfucker don't see himself doing no better. You feel me? This is where he's at. This is what it is. And we got to take that for what it is. But instead, we be like, oh, but he can change. Or today he actually took the garbage out and he never does that. Like, little shit. We try to grasp.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's understandable because, like, you gotta think, like, if we doing all this and that, then we have one good day with the girl, whatever. She gonna be hella, shit, you know. That is having thinking like, okay, you know what I mean. But you gotta think like, I understand when they be thinking like, okay, they forgiving you over time because it's like he got potential. Because like even me, like I didn't deal with people back then where it's like people probably was like, he got potential. Some people like, this nigga ain't never gonna change. But it's like where I am now. If I'm really fucking with somebody, I'm nowhere near how I was when I was fucking with them. So I understand it. Yeah, it's like maybe if that person or people, whoever the fuck, would have kept doing whatever, they would have ended up getting to where the point where it's like, oh, see, I told y'all he had potential. But it's like shit happens, and sometimes shit it just ain't meant for certain people. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. Like you gotta learn. You know, for sure.
I also feel like with that toxic stuff, like I feel like a lot of times the people who are the most toxic don't have shit to lose. You feel me? And when you have shit to lose, that can even be a peace of mind, y'all. Don't let that go over your head. When you have your peace,
that shit is important.
You feel me? It's nothing that can buy
shit is
your
important
peace,
for real.
So when you start, I think also that toxic shit starts within, where you have to start realizing. I think Papa, you said this earlier about like knowing what you want and knowing what you need. You feel me? Like you have to know your wants, what you need, what you like, what you dislike. You feel me? Because anything that comes into your life that don't coincide with that, you're gonna already be like, you gotta go. But when you don't have that foundation, you feel me, you accept a lot more that you know, I'm not supposed to be accepting this, I'm not supposed to be dealing with this, but I'm just settling. You feel me? And there's a lot of people in this world who fucking settling.
And that shit makes shit bad.
It makes it bad.
Shit makes shit bad for sure.
It makes it real.
It ain't gonna make shit worth it.
It does. And they feel like, oh well, shit, he must love me. He beat my ass last night for doing this. Like, fuck no. And you know what? That started with kids, though. I swear to God, I got a 7-year-old, right? He be getting into it with the little girl stuff. I be telling him, just because somebody hitting on you, or if you hit, that don't mean, oh, he like you or she like you. That means they hate you. They hitting on you and treating you bad. They hate you. And when you young, and I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of people say, oh, to the little girls, oh, he just like you. That's why he picking on you. That is not a good concept to teach your kids. Period. Point blank. Because that is gonna make them accept domestic violence.
I never thought of it like that.
It's so true. When you tell the kid, oh, he just like, and it could be true, but that's because that's the mentality people put in here. Oh, I'm picking on her. I'm gonna make her feel some type of way for me because I like her. But we gotta go away from that because that grows up into toxic shit. Facts. Now that little tap on the arm is a motherfucking he beating her ass for real. You feel me? Oh, it's because I love you. I don't want you to be bad. You feel me? No, that's not love. That's hurt, and that's a big misconception with love and relationships. Is that the more toxic you are, the more you're in love.
I ain't hitting no bitch. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, please.
If I gotta do that, I don't even need to be fucked with. Yeah, like that's kind of.
It ain't worth it. We got too much to lose. Niggas in general.
I'm cool. I ain't.
It's gonna already be hard on our behalf.
Yeah.
Even dealing with that situation.
Yeah.
I ain't doing, and I got a badass temper, so I'm fuck no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Because once you go there, it ain't no
for sure. And it's like I know I'm cool.
Yeah. And just having that mindset as a man, I know I can dominate a woman.
You
know
for sure.
That in your mind. So why even put yourself in that predicament to, you feel me? Like it just shouldn't even feel good for men. But again, people got trauma and fucked up, upbringings, and that makes for
that plays a part too, for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
It definitely does.
Thanks.
Okay, I feel like we're getting deep. It's about to be over, so I want to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, let's lighten it up, and let's just talk about, I don't know, let's talk about maybe like our funnest, most greatest. Oh, ladies, I know y'all gonna want to hear this. I want to hear y'all most funnest, greatest experience when it comes to just being with somebody. You ain't gotta say no names, but somebody who you feel like, you know what, this actually opened my eyes to what it means to be in a good relationship, or to go on a good date, or to even just have a good time and have good energy around me. Like, you don't gotta name no names again, but just like, you gonna know if they talking about you. You gonna know who it is.
Say mine.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Shit. Sport event.
Okay.
I'm a big Warriors fan, you feel me? So I had this particular person who we would specifically go to the games, you feel me? We would buy, you feel me? We got the specific seats. We like was thinking about season tickets, hella shit. Like we was on the verge of getting them motherfuckers. It's just like whatever. But like it's a person we get off work. You feel me? Like we about to go to the game. Like this, I'm going to games after game after game, like months and months at a time. So that shit be expensive. You feel me? But we having it, yo. You feel me? Like when you can really like accept the shit and it's like, oh yeah, it is what it is. Like now, like I ain't been back to the game since. Like man, that person stopped like having dealings and shit, and it's like. I feel like I'm cheating and I'm not even cheating. Like, if I was to go and be like, you feel me? Because I'm going to want to sit where I want to sit. Right. Ask you, like, you feel me? But it's like, damn, I put you here. I didn't have somebody else sitting in these seats or whatever. And, like, we ain't even just doing work. We going to SAC. We going, you feel me? Like, we just basketball in general. We was supposed to take a trip to LA just to see the Staples Center. You feel me? Like, whatever. Like, but it was cool. Like, and a lot of women don't, like, accept the niggas for what they like to do. You feel me? It's always about them type shit. So, if this is what I like doing, you know it's gonna make me happy. You cool with doing it, whether you want to be there for them 2.5, 3 hours or not. But you, as long as you enjoying yourself too, like we drinking and shit, we mobbing, then we go bar hop somewhere in the city or somewhere. Like we'll just go do some extra shit. Like for sure. That's like that kind of top everything right now. Like, they got everything on a high one for sure.
I love that, and that kind of just speaks towards also just how men. Or I'm gonna just say men in general right now for the sake of conversation, but just men in general would like for women to pay attention. You feel me? Because it's not about how much it costed or what it was. It's the fact that you paid attention to what I like and you put something in motion.
That's all it is. I'll be coming home to tickets like come on, I'll be off a drunk night or whatever coming in from work. Come on, we about to get up and go to this. And it's like. All right, like I ain't about to tell you no, because that's what I like to do. Shit, I'm gonna find a jersey, throw it on, we out. Like that's just what it is for sure. That's real though.
All right, cool.
I think mine was probably like hiking with the person or some shit, because I don't be typically doing that type of shit, but like that type of shit was cool.
Okay. Cool. So it was hiking because you don't really do that.
Yeah, I don't be really. Like putting me on the new shit, like just out the box. Little shit like that.
Stepping out your comfort zone.
Basically, which was cool for sure.
And that's both also a free game. Women who listen, women.
That want to show. That like let me show you something. Exactly. Like shit like that. Like okay, cool. Like even like I said, like I'm an under person. Like I don't like to be around. So it's like, I'm gonna take you here because I know it's not gonna be like hella people here, or I'm gonna take you to this city because I know you don't like like being around hella people, like like bullshit like that. But that was for sure like shit like that.
Let me see. What's mine? I would say I'm gonna say two different ones actually. One of mine was I had a whole little day date where we went kind of like walking around the neighborhood, came to the house. I shouldn't say that, huh?
You already said it.
We came and like literally chilled, meditated. You feel
that's
me?
Player. That's
we
for
did
sure.
some. It was very spiritual. You feel me? And I had never had that type of experience. It was very spiritual. I got to write poetry, so I'm very into like my writing and stuff. And the guy was like, "Oh, read it to me." You feel me? And I read it to him. We kind of just talked and like dive deep. You feel me? And I never had a guy who really was into like doing that spiritual journey, you feel me? So that kind of like hit me in a different way. Then another guy, we went out on the town, y'all. Yeah. We partied hard. We partied real hard, and I had real fun with this person because when you go out, you kind of got to be a little stuck up with a dude. You don't want you talking to people. I'm very outgoing. I talk to everybody, so he was letting me be myself, and that was the biggest thing for me. When I'm having fun or when I consider something a great time, it's me being able to be myself. You feel me? If I can't be myself, I'm not gonna have a good time.
That makes sense. What happened to them?
Who, the dude?
Yeah, both of them. Because it sounded like them was some good niggas. Like on this, okay. The first nigga sounded like that was the spiritual nigga. That nigga let you read the poetry. Y'all nigga high and hell and shit. That nigga.
He's super cool. He's still my partner. Whatever. We really cool. Whatever. Honestly, too, like most of the guys that I've ever like dated or messed with, I'm still really cool with them because I don't really have fallouts to where it's like, oh, I hate you. Like, you feel me? It's just like, oh, this not working for us.
That's what people go bad. People, you feel me? I ain't never really fell out with nobody. Like, I still see my ex and speak to her out. Invite your nigga, you feel me, to come turn up with us. You feel me? Like, whatever. I'm with my bro, you got your nigga. Like, I'm not gonna be I'm not a booster nigga, you feel me? But that fuck a lot of shit up. Because when you really a real person, it's like, how you gonna sit here?
But that's because a lot of people be dealing with shit that we shouldn't be dealing with, so it end up ending on a fucked up term. So it be, you know, then
you let shit go too long.
Yeah, shit go too long, and then something happens to where it's like, all right, now we not cool. We just not cool. Like it ain't no turning back from that shit. Instead of just knowing like, all right, this ain't gonna work. Let's just end it now before we end up fucking up a good friendship or some shit.
I had to say that to a couple females. I don't even want to take it there. You know what I mean? I like you as a person, so I don't want to fuck this up.
Especially like I might be like, I know what I'm on right now. I don't even do you like that. I ain't gonna lie, like
that's what's gonna come to. I'm gonna still do me regardless, but I'm looking out for you in reality. That's all it is.
That just triggered something when you said, I like you as a person. So, like, have y'all ever dealt with somebody where it's like you hella like them as a person and stuff, and then y'all start like dating or got intimate, and you like, now that I know the real you, I don't really.
It wasn't necessarily like that. It was a dating that caught me. You feel me? Like, nah, like if we kicking it as friends and we doing like we're just having friend dates and friend lunches and we having our cell phones for 2 hours and you telling me about all these niggas and shit, like and we start dating. It's like
I don't hear about that nigga no more.
You was just like not even that. You just portrayed a different person when you was from the outside looking in. You feel me? That's how it was for me. So it's like this ain't what I'm on. Like I'm cool type shit. But you see a different person. You feel me? You see a different person. When feelings and shit involved, you feel me? You'll see a different person. And it's not gonna be what it is from the jump.
Wow.
Shit change. That shit gonna fluctuate and change. 24 hours, 10 hours. You feel me?
And I feel like you fall in and out of like with people all the time. Yeah, for sure. It's like one day I like you, one day I'm like, but at the end of the day, as long as y'all working towards it, it really shouldn't matter. Yeah.
Everybody got triggers. That's what it is. So there's certain shit that you gonna like. Me, mine's arguing. Like my mama, she yelled all her life. You know? I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not doing. I don't want to hear yelling. Like I block you, cut you off type shit. That's just me personally. Like I just don't like it. I don't want to hear it. If you feel like you gotta raise your voice to talk to me and have a simple conversation, we don't need to be together. That's just what it is. Like, that shit is boring. It's boozy, and I don't want to hear it. That's not gonna do nothing for me. Just put me in a place where I don't even want to be. I don't like being mad. I live a happy life. You know, I live a turned happy life. I want to be irritated all the time. It takes too much energy to be mad and trying to come down from that shit. It's like, all right.
Peace of mind. I was talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say my pet peeve is just a liar. I don't like I'm the type of person where you could keep it 1,000 with me and I would be cool. I mean, I'm gonna tell myself, I didn't deal with people who.
We telling y'all because a lot of people say that and you really can't. So are you really
I'm saying this online.
Nah, I see.
Look, comment below if you a nigga out of fuck with me can't keep 1,000 with me.
He probably gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, you gonna tell. They gonna tell you. And the thing about it is that like I ain't even gonna tell myself. I done been in a lot of situations where it's like motherfuckers kept it 100 and I stuck around for shit. Maybe I shouldn't have even stuck around for it. You feel me? Like and. That's just because of the fact that you were being honest with me.
Right.
When you have honesty, I feel like that's when you have that foundation because you build trust. You feel me? It don't matter what you tell me as long as you're being honest because you're giving me the decision if I want to deal with that or not.
No, for sure.
When you don't be honest, you're not giving me that option to where if I want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that you're robbing me from that. You're taking that from me, which means I can't trust you now. Yeah. You know, but if you're keeping it solid, we might get into it. We might not agree. We might have to agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, because you're honest, I feel like you're a solid person. I can trust you. I'm gonna still fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you could keep it solid. I'm just gonna be like, okay, daddy, every time. Like, fuck no. Like, we might get into it, you know, but
you give me the option.
Exactly.
Giving you the option.
Exactly.
Surely.
So let's end this on a fun note. I want to know because we gotta get out of here, y'all. I know y'all want to keep talking. I want to keep talking too. Love y'all so much. It's been great, but we're gonna take us to another topic. What are some of y'all kinks when it comes to sex or relationships or just females in general or whatever?
What's
Kinks or kink or fetish, something that you just really like that might not be a common thing that people like, or something that you're really into. Like, for instance, some people like really into feet. Like, it's not my thing. I don't like it, but like some people are really into that, or some people really into like, I don't know, foreplay, or some people really into just like dressing up.
I just like regular shit. I don't lie.
I
am.
I ain't
the regular shit?
Like just,
I ain't eating ass and like.
Don't be out here
oh no,
I ain't eating no ass. I ain't eating no ass.
Comment below if that
I don't even play that type of game.
Yo.
Nah, I probably say right now the one that's like everybody on is like the spit in the mouth.
Oh yeah,
that shit,
yeah.
like,
You don't fuck with that shit. I don't lie. I don't lie.
Like,
Look,
it happened to me one time.
And not everybody.
As bad as I
that
thought,
shit go crazy. It just make it more just like, and I'm a germ type man. I don't like certain shit because like when I first seen that trend, I'm like, what the fuck? You feel me? And then I did it with some, but it just gotta happen. Yeah. And they just gonna know too, cause it's like when it happen, it's just gonna happen.
It's already over with. That's what happened with me. A nigga spit in my mouth, I didn't even know it was coming. And cause what I thought, I don't know why. It's gonna sound nasty. I thought it was just like a loogie or something. It just when I thought about it, but it's not.
That's what everybody. It just like it already kind of already just like be there a little bit. It was over. It just kind of just already be there a little bit. Now if a nigga going hard like that, that's like, whoa, like what the fuck. Like, you know, like, hold on, bro. Like, you
that's a different type of nasty. Like, you hella nasty.
It's just already kind of, especially if you drunk. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just like, it's just there. But, like, I was kind of against that shit at first.
But are you doing the spitting or she can do the spitting?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to spit for sure.
She can't spit? Or you just haven't had that happen to know?
I mean,
both ways.
I ain't tripping. But I'm a for sure do it. Because it's like, as the man, it's like, I'm supposed to be spitting in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the dominant one. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's like the only, like he said, like as far as what's going on now, that. But anything else is like, I ain't really tripping off. Like, you ain't gotta, especially like wearing shit. I'm about to take that shit off anyway. It done been times a motherfucker wear shit for me, and I'm just like coming. They like, you're not gonna come. I'm trying to hit this pussy, man. What you talking about right now? I'm not worried about this Santa Claus outfit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get straight to it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, just take this shit off. I'm like one of them niggas, so I'm not tripping off that.
Okay, y'all, that was so fun. I'm so happy y'all came out to Quit Talking Podcast to, chit chat with me or whatever. But I'm sure everybody wants to know what y'all got going on. What's up next? Where can they find you? What's your Instagram, Twitter, whatever handle? Put them up on game.
You got my
my Instagram is ProjectPoppa65 and ProjectPoppa5. That's my backup page. But my production page is Project Poppa Productions. My clothing brand page is, did I change the Online Clothing or Lane Life Clothing? I think it's Online Clothing. Yeah. Then my other clothing brand page is fiance_official. Yeah. That's all my social medias.
Me, Chopper Boy AJ, just straight across, no underscores. Instagram. Twitter, what is my Chopper Boy AJ? I think Chopper Boy _AJ, or one or two underscores. You look it up, you'll find it. Yeah,
we're gonna be tagged.
That's really all I'm on for real. Shit, yeah.
And what y'all got going on? Yeah. I mean, like,
we traveling and shit. Niggas been traveling.
We got trips coming up.
That type shit, still giving away, for the community. Mm-hmm. We working. Truthfully, I don't lie. With me, it'd be different. Like, you just never know what I'm doing because I'm always doing something. So.
I heard we got a celebration next week. I mean,
we got the hood day. June 5th, Wednesday. About to be turned for sure.
I'm gonna be up in here.
Yeah, y'all follow us. Look at our pages. Y'all gonna see.
It's gonna be for sure.
It's a movie.
Yeah,
we got the after party going on.
Barbecue, taco man. Jumper. Oh shit.
Yeah, they got the drink.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. You know he's gonna have a drink.
You know it's gonna be great.
Okay. Well, again, thank y'all so much for
we appreciate you.
Coming through. I really fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through and fucking with me. And until next time, make sure you tune the fuck in and never
straight up.
Peace out.
Straight up. I fucked all of them. Whole squad talk shit, kill all of them. Free D, let them out, we gon' ball them. Bitch, we thugs, no cops, we don't call them. Nigga, don't leave blood on the crime scene. Lil' Red strip a nigga for 5P. Bitch, and my hood got body. That's a 5P. 6'5" be the block, we ghetto. And I like to walk Glocks, no Petco. Blow shit down, feet 5'4". Bum in a club, crack a nigga with a bottle. Get jumped, let off the whole 50, watch the whole crowd run. And we ain't give it to whoever really wants some. These niggas ain't thuggin', they don't really want done. Ask them niggas how this squad gets fucked. You
make me feel better like dropping lemons inside of some tea. Making me sprout, getting me happy like a brand new tree. If I was Sean Carter, you would be queen of the bees. First lady, I'm trying to make you queen of the team. I pull up in that all black whip for ya. Look, I pull up with that all black clip for ya. They want you, but I got first dibs on ya. Look, a draft, but I got first picks on ya. And that's the hook, but I'ma go back to reality. Fucking let's make a family. Stepping on bitches' toes. The other ones who be after me. Some shine on your finger, trying to make you live happily. Not only our kids, trying to make you call me daddy. Talented like a motherfucker, know I got skills. You the GOAT, if you could lock this nigga down from that bill. I'm talented like a motherfucker, know I got skills. You the GOAT.